the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, Hoops fans. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny, the Jet, the champion, Smith, and Shaquille, the Diesel, the champion several times, O'Neal. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. And it is Raptor basketball tonight as the Toronto Raptors go up against the Washington Wizards. Well, for Washington, one thing we know, they feel they match up well in this contest. It's obviously an opponent they're confident going up against. We won't have to wait long to see if that confidence is well-founded. And some of the best guards in the league facing off tonight, different skill sets, different styles. Kenny, if you had to build a guard from scratch, what are some of the characteristics you'd look for?
Oh, no question. I'd take the shooting touch of Steph Curry. I'd take the
He makes it look
effortless. I'd take the toughness of Russell Westbrook. I'd take the basketball savvy of Chris Paul. And I'd throw
You take the defense of...
I'll take the defense of Tony Allen and throw it all together. You wouldn't put that together, Shaq? That's making you tired and sleepy? Wake up!
Is this boring you?
I would want toughness. You have to be able to switch on to certain players, the bigger players, and I would like the leadership.
And give me the size of Michael Carter-Williams at the point.
The size of Michael Carter. How about the size of Magic Johnson?
No, that's a little bit too big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because later on in his career. Wake up, man.
What happened?
Leadership.
Oh, sorry.
And I'll take the ability not to go to sleep like Shaq.
Well, if you answer the question.
I never want to waste your time. My mind. So precious. It's yours, it's mine. Hey, look at the time. My God. So precious. It's yours, it's mine.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Dwayne Casey has been the head coach in Toronto for the better part of a decade now. He said the most rewarding part of coaching has been watching his players grow up. Watching a guy go from never playing in an NBA game before to developing into an all-star player, that's probably the most rewarding thing that you can do as a coach. Now, Kevin, he's helping this team and its players both make the leap forward.
Great stuff, DA. Coach Casey definitely gets the best out of his guys. You can tell they love playing for him. Steve, we have a great matchup in the backcourt in this one. What are some of the toughest aspects of defending against guards who can light it up?
The toughest thing is, Kevin, when you have a guard that has it going from behind the line, and he's a guy that drives the basketball. So you're planning for the drive, but he is starting to light you up from behind the line. So you're really in no man's land. You get up on him, he's going around you, then he's knocking down the three. That's when you start yelling, "Help! Help!"
Here are the five for the Raptors. Anunoby, the three, with Ibaka playing the four. The talented Lowry and DeRozan pair in the backcourt. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Toronto with the ball. Here's Anunoby. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Anunoby's got the game going here with the first basket for the Raptors. Wall draws the double. Porter kicks to Beal. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
Shot from 12, and the basket by DeRozan.
One of his strong point, DeMar DeRozan, is so dependable when he gets to the mid-range. He knocks those down often.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. And a wide open look for Porter. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Porter's got his first 3 points of the game.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Fast break, Toronto. Here's DeRozan. Oh!
Wow, you knew that DeRozan has that in him. Didn't think he'd pull it off in a game, though.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well. And again, Toronto running the court in transition. And off the front iron, and in it goes. DeRozan's got 6. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Poked loose. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Beal gets a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Beal's got his second bucket.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Here's DeRozan. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Lowry against Wall. Wall draws the double. Got a piece of it. Outside for Beal. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Raptors have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender, he just stayed right with it.
Here's Gortat. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
Beal with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. The drive by Beal. Yes, that goes in.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, when you look at this Washington team, the strength clearly lies in that backcourt. Wall and Beal, arguably the best backcourt in this league. They are the engine that motors this team with their scoring and playmaking.
Now here's Porter, following the miss by Kyle Lowry. Here's Anunoby, the big dunk at the end of the break.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity. He has great instincts on the offensive end. He's tough to contain.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I like the aggression of Valanciunas there to put it on the floor and create his own shot.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. All with it, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Gortat. Another one falls for Washington. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Kyle Lowry with great vision and court awareness on that play. What a pass.
And the Wizards with possession after the Raptors pick up 2. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Raptors with the lead. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And for Serge nowadays, most of his offense comes from beyond the arc or at the rim.
Beal with the screen for Wall. Morris, left side, and Morris throws it down.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in the game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Off the inbound, and Morris with the lay-in. Morris has got his second bucket of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Back to Wall, and no good that time. Now Toronto takes it the other way for the finish, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Look at the way Valanciunas ran the floor on that break. Very few centers can get up and down the floor like that.
Wall draws the double, and the wide-open shot from Morris. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Well, early on, neither team put much emphasis on the defensive side.
No doubt. The offensive game planning on both sides has been effective early on.
Wall draws the double. Outside, Beal. On the wing, Morris. Over Ibaka. Offensive rebound. Gortat. Wall against Lowry. Lowry brings the double. It's Beal on the wing. To the inside. They shoot again. Gortat misses.
I mean, he's struggling, hitting a low percentage of his shots this quarter.
Valanciunas, good.
Yeah, what a quarter for him. Firing on all cylinders, putting this team in a good place.
Kicks to Morris. It's stolen by DeRozan. Low block shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Wizards trail by 5. Here's Morris. Again, the miss by Morris. Here's DeRozan. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Washington's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Beal from long range. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
This is what these perimeter plays are designed to produce. Quality looks for spot-on shooters.
Washington has gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. You know, Steve, he may not have come into the league as a big-time three-point shooter, but Kyle Lowry has made that a big part of his offensive game.
He has. He averages around 10 points a game from long distance. He's able to make shots off the catch and shoot, and he's comfortable off the dribble. That's huge at the point guard position nowadays.
Here's Wall after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Offensive rebound. Beal against DeRozan. Lets the 3 fly. Beal can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Steve, you've gone the broadcasting route, but we've seen a lot of former players becoming head coaches lately. Who else do you think could become a coach someday? Current players that you're watching.
I think Chris Paul, I think Stephen Curry, a lot of guys. LeBron James for sure, Dwayne Wade. I think Draymond Green would be somewhat like a Stan Van Gundy and Tom Thibodeau just yelling and screaming. And
I like that.
Those are some of the names.
Yes. Washington making some changes. Scotty's checked in for Gortat. Kelly Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Zedoransky subbed in for John Wall. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Wizards trail by 6. And here's Oubre. Now the feed to Beal. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Nice ball movement by Washington. Dishes to Beal. Clock at 6. From deep.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Ball's knocked loose to the right side. Outside, Scott for the 3. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist by Scott. 14 points for Bradley Beal.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Satoransky after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Now the pass to Oubre. Here's Satoransky. He kicks it to Oubre. From past the arc. And Wright pulls it down. Raptors leading by 5. Here's Siakam. Here's Powell. An easy 2 points on the layup. Powell's got his first points of the night.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And Beal kicks to Scott. Pass to Oubre. It's Beal on the wing. No good on the triple. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Here's Oubre. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Miles. Siakam. It's good on the putback. And now it's a 9-point Raptor lead.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And Beal kicks to Scott. And it's Miles with the rebound.
You know he would like to have that one back. A clear look from the mid-range.
Right. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And the Raptors lead by 11.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Satoransky, guarded by Powell. And Zedoransky kicks to Morris. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Washington making some changes. Miami's checked in for Markieff Morris. And Tim Frazier's subbed in for Beal. Toronto leading by 11. Here's Pirtle. Tries again. And he sinks the layup. Pirtle's got his first basket.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Pass to Mahimi. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
They have a unique offense for Toronto. Very low assists and very low turnovers. Not the kind of system we see from teams like Golden State, but the Raptors make it work for them.
And the Wizards with possession after the Raptors pick up 2.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
They pounded the glass every time down the floor, and it's clear that they want to win that rebounding battle.
And the Raptors may not get a lot of assists, but they do get a ton of so-called screen assists. Steve, great picks, freeing their guards to do damage.
Yes, pick and roll basketball at its finest. The question is, do they need to diversify a little bit? If you depend on one action, it makes it easier for teams to game plan for you in the playoffs.
Here is Frazier. The Raptors getting the bucket. And Satoransky kicks to Scott. Frazier dishes to Scott. Good. Great play set up by Frazier.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Nice shot by Pirtle.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Frazier against Wright. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Pirtle. That's his first foul. Eight seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Satoransky kicks to Mahinmi. Can't hit from the low block. Myers. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so it's the Toronto Raptors sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And Serge Ibaka, known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his teammates and his coach instilled in him.
He trusts you. Every time he passes the ball, when you don't shoot, he's screaming you, shoot ball. Then next time what? You will shoot. And if you miss, you say, yeah, good shot. You know, and your coaches in the practice talking to your teammates. Man, when Serge is open, give him the ball. He will make that shot.
Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is, huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Take care of the basketball, being disruptive on D. That combination has them out in front.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Toronto right now, they've got C.J. Miles. Wright is out there with Nogueira, and it's Siakam in at the 4. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, it may not be the era of the center in the NBA, but Jonas Valanciunas has something to say about that. He said, I try to make sure they don't forget about centers. I'll keep reminding them. The league is full of guys that can do different things, but I still think you need a center that can rebound the ball and score in the low post. I agree. Kevin?
Well, the centers are still important, David. Good to see Valanciunas making his presence felt in the paint.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's the 3, and the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Scott.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Siakam misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Shot off the pit. Again, the Wizards score.
Excellent use of the screen there to free himself up and create space to make the open J.
From 13, and the shot falls short this time.
Unfortunately for him, the defense is slow to react, but he could make them pay.
And Scott has it in the corner. He's looking for Mahinmi and finds him. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game. Washington making some changes. Gortat's checked in for Mahinmi. Porter comes in for Kelly Oubre, and John Wall subbed in for Satoransky. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Toronto. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Wright. Outside, Wall. The dish to Scott. Tipped away. Out in his own on the break. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
For a big, Ibaka has excellent end-to-end speed. Hard to stay with in transition.
Outside, Wall. How about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball? Kept alive.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Basket good. And now a 10-point Toronto lead.
With a full head of steam in the open floor, there aren't many ways to stop DeRozan from scoring.
Timeout.
Well over a decade in the NBA for C.J. Miles, taken straight out of high school by the Jazz back in 2005.
And he's just now entering his 30s. A good floor spacer and solid defender at the 2 or 3 spot.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
Wizards making a switch here. Beal's checked in. Anunoby, he's checked in for the Raptors. Outside, Wall. Back to Beal. The 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Toronto leading by 10. And DeRozan. Here we go. Missed it. He's now made 6 of 10 from the field. Porter with it. Now defended by Nogueira. Porter passes to Wall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
It's stolen by DeRozan.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Now, here is Gortat. No one near Wall as he lets it go. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
If you're trying to keep the defense honest, that's the one you really have to make.
Here's DeRozan, and he uses the glass on the layup. DeRozan's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And Wall kicks to Beal. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 5 assists tonight. Toronto leading by 14. From 11 feet away, and it falls over the rim and in. Ibaka's got 8 points.
And that's a nice jumper by Ibaka, showing good touch from mid-range.
Wall draws the double. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. Markieff Morris is checked in for the Wizards. Raptors shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. And they double up DeRozan. And he just jams it right over Marcin Gortat. Wow.
It seems that DeRozan has been involved in every score out there in this one, just zipping around the floor.
Wizards trail by 18. Swiped away. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. DeRozan.
Oh, did you see that?
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Now, here's Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And it's Beal in the corner. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Washington's gone for the 3-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Wall draws the double. Porter with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. There's the steal. Nogueira with it. Gortat's there. They grab their own miss. That one goes in. 6 points for him.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Wizards have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Washington calls timeout. And guys, you think of some of the more slippery scorers that are left-handed, like James Harden, Isaiah Thomas, Manu Ginobili. They come to mind right off the bat. Does that give them, Steve, I'll begin with you, does that give them an advantage?
It does, Kevin, and people always would ask me why. Because I don't know why. They're left-handed. They do things different. They do things wrong. They jump off the wrong foot. They drive it differently. And I think mentally as a right-handed guy, you're kind of guarding him how you would play. But left-handers definitely has an advantage playing the game of basketball.
Well, Greg, for 2 straight seasons before this, the Wizards have had a starting 5 that all average double figures on the year. The engine of this offense, I think, is the backcourt, but they can all hurt you, don't you think?
No doubt about it, Kevin. Having a balanced offense like they do makes it tough for teams to prepare defensively. You can't just double or key in on Wall or Beal because they do a great job of facilitating. I think the bigger question moving forward is just going to be what will the impact of that bench be, and ultimately that's going to determine whether they can contend.
Here's Wall. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Raptors leading by 19 points. Now here's Valanciunas. He's got 10. Outside, Wall. Wall draws the double. It's Porter outside. The rebound by Ibaka. And here's Toronto. They're on an 18-5 run here. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist from Valanciunas. And now it's up to 25 points for DeMar DeRozan. Washington shooting a sweet 57% clip in quarter number 2. Wall dishes to Morris. Back to Wall. Wizards passing it around. And another miss by Washington.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
DeRozan's shot is good.
We will talk about feed the hot hand. That's what they're doing this quarter, which is why they've been able to maintain momentum.
Wall passes to Porter. Beal from long range. Beal can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, and that 3-point shot, it really has looked awful.
Whoa! Goodness. Beautiful. Beautiful.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
So it's Washington now after the Raptors pick up 2. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his 7th assist in the game.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
And it goes down 2 points. Wall's got his first bucket of the night.
And how about John Wall? Just outstanding at sprinting down the floor and just jumping all over the defense.
Now here's Porter. He's got 6. They double team Beal. Morris a screen to the middle. Just 5 to shoot. They get it back. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now here's Beal. He's got 22. Here's Porter. Score of the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's DeRozan. Good work defensively by Morris. Wizards trail by 20. And it's Beal in the corner. The three-pointer no good. Raptors shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. And the basket by DeRozan.
Wow, the hops, the aggressiveness. DeRozan, a difficult matchup inside.
It's Beal on the wing. Off target from outside. Raptors leading by 22. And again, DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan's got 33.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Wall kicks to Porter. And it's Beal in the corner. Beal can't get that one to fall. Toronto shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. Count that one. And now that's 35 points for DeMar DeRozan.
The versatility of DeMar DeRozan can finish with power or finesse in the painted area.
Now here's Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Morris. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 6 rebounds in the game. And last season, Greg, you heard a lot of names brought up for most improved player in the league, and Otto Porter was one of them.
I mean, and I think for Porter, the change came when he just felt more comfortable from deep in terms of shooting. He always had a solid mid-range game, but now he looks comfortable from deep and has become one of the bigger threats we have in the league.
Two shots.
Free throw good. Porter.
You know, the Raptors have the advantage of continuity. There's a trust and a understanding they share helps them win a lot of games.
Oubre is checked in for the Wizards. Satoransky comes in for Beal. And Porter drops them both. And so here's Toronto. Here's Miles. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And we can talk about the continuity and maturity of this Raptors team. Is there a flip side to that, Steve? Does that limit their upside?
Well, Kevin, it's interesting. This front office has brought in some nice young pieces. I wouldn't write off their upside. They can improve if those younger guys make some strides.
And he makes the first. And you look at the Raptors, one of the top teams in the East, Greg, but do they have a chance to go all the way?
I think they're a threat to make the finals. Can they win it all? They may be a piece or two away, but still a young and aggressive core. They continue to try to add pieces, and this is a group that has proven they want to win and win now.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Wizards shooting 44% from the field in the second. And Wall kicks to Oubre. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Miles. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
To the left side wing. Oubre. No one around him. And another miss by Washington. Goes up the baseline, and he drops that one in. Miles has got 5 points in the quarter.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
The reason why a number of guys on this roster, they are built for speed. Why not play to your strengths?
Scott, good. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Raptors opening up a huge gap. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. We said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. DeMar DeRozan brought his A game early tonight. He had 35 points, 3 steals, and 1 rebound. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, the best part of their performance has been their offensive rebounding. So often it's overlooked, but you get 2 quality shots because of your effort. That is a difference in the game. I love the way they're battling and getting all those putbacks. They keep that up, game over.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seemed to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count, and that means taking care of the ball.
That's it for now, as the second half's just about ready to go.
Welcome back, folks. A lot to see in that shot from high above Washington, the Capitol, the Supreme Court, the Lincoln Memorial. That is one heck of a view. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
And that really tests the defense. It's hard to take the right angle on him to contest the shot.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Morris and Gortat together down low. The deadly duo of Wall and Beal are in the backcourt. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. That's the rope for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Porter, a screen on DeRozan. Jumper off the screen. Beal can't get it to go. Toronto shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point.
Something that's really evolved for Ibaka, the ability to absorb contact while maintaining control.
The Wizards shooting around 41% on the night. To the inside, here's Morris. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And DeRozan at the basket on the assist from Ibaka. And that's now 37 points for DeMar DeRozan. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Feeds it to Beal. On the wing, Morris. Back to Beal. Poked away. Pass to Porter. Over Valanciunas. They grab their own miss. He gets that one. Wall's got his second bucket.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
The Wizards have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And he banks in the layup. Wall's got 6.
The defense is pretty much helpless once he finds breathing room to get to the basket.
The tray. And it's DeRozan missing.
He just can't get it cranked up and beyond the arc. No threes in this half after just hitting 1 in the first.
Here's Morris, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And tonight, he just hasn't been efficient offensively. That's a big reason why they're behind. You look at that lead pass there, he just has such a great feel for the game.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Left side, Beal, three-pointer. Valanciunas grabs the board.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And finished off by DeRozan.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. The dive for the ball. It's stolen by DeRozan. The finish. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
You know what they've done? They've been aggressive on both ends. That's showing up on the scoreboard.
Here's Wall after the Raptors pick up 2. Morris a screen, and Wall kicks to Beal. The tray cranes it from beyond the arc. Beal's got 25 points in the game.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon. Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Washington's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And after the Raptors were swept in the 2017 conference semifinals, do you guys get the sense that Coach Dwayne Casey's on the hot seat?
You know, I don't think so. I think Casey already survived a changing of the guard in the front office. He doesn't feel the pressure to keep his job, just the pressure to do his job, putting his players in the best position to compete.
From the Wizards, their shooting is leaving something to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. And Wall kicks to Porter. Back to Wall, fires the 3, and again, Washington with the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Lowry for 3. Rebound, Washington.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here is Morris. He's got 6, and here's Wall outside. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
And you know, he's got the ability, but the question is that really the best shot you can get?
Certainly not the high percentage look, but we don't know what the game plan is calling for. That might be it.
And the rejection by Ibaka. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, Raptors coach Dwayne Casey talked about the chemistry on his team. He said, "We couldn't be better. There's no ego, no hidden agendas. Guys understand their roles." Kyle Lowry told me, "We're a complete team, 15 deep, and we really mean that. You never know whose time it's going to be." Kevin?
DA depth is a crucial part of any team's success. Knowing you can rely on your teammates to step up is huge. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And Smitty, every NBA player who plays as long as you did has a moment where they realize Father Time has caught up with them. Was there a specific moment for you, for instance, when you realized that you had to retire, or you were being asked to retire?
Hey, Kevin, great question. It happened all in one sequence.
Oh, really?
I was playing the power forward position. Imagine that. I started in this league as a point guard. I go to the power forward position. I step out to hedge on Jamal Crawford. He throws it through my leg and keeps it and lays it up. I look over at Bernie Bickerstaff, and he nodded and said, "You know what, Smitty, it's time." I said, "Golly, coach, in the game, in the middle of the game." But that moment, I realized the game was passing me by with these young guys. And me and Jamal Crawford has talked about it. It was one of those moments where I didn't even react. I knew my reaction skills were gone.
That's an amazing story. Raptors on defense. Knocked loose. It's Beal on the wing. And again, Washington, no good.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Ibaka, no luck. Washington shooting 40% from the field. Beal with it. Now right defending. Morris dishes to Wall. Over right. Wall's shot is off.
And that can't happen. Missing the wide open chip shot.
And it's right missing. Washington shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. And stolen by Wright. Only one man back on D. Here's DeRozan, and count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
The savvy and body control of DeRozan, it allows him to finish the play through contact and get to the line.
Well, one thing about DeMar DeRozan, he lives in the gym.
I mean, people talk about that he's always working on his game. They talk about him in the offseason being in the lab with all different type of trainers. And the results, they speak for themselves.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Mahimi's checked in for Gortat. Mike Scott comes in for Morris. And it's Frazier in for John Wall. That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
Well, DeMar DeRozan grew up in Compton, idolizing Kobe Bryant. He's patterned his game after him as an isolation scorer, able to hit tough shots with a hand in his face.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Now Frazier. To the paint. Here's Scott, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on DeRozan.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And DeRozan always looking to get into his defender. He's got the size, Steve, and the athleticism to finish over the top.
And he has worked a lot on his ball handling and footwork. The master at the mid-range game. He's a bucket getter. In isolation plays, he's comfortable creating his own offense.
The first one falls. So he gets them both. Toronto's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. From 10 feet out, connects, the jumper drops. DeRozan's got 48.
He just said, hey, put the team on my back, and I'm going to take you the rest of the way.
Kicks it to Porter. Frazier left side. Outside, Scott. There's Porter with the 3, and it's Toronto with the rebound. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And it's Wright missing.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Porter. Here's Nogueira. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Nogueira's got his second bucket of the night. Mahimi a screen. Frazier kicks to Scott. Outside Porter. He's looking for Mahimi and finds him. A second chance effort. He lays it in. Mahimi's got 6.
I'll tell you, there's no quitting him when it comes to the offensive glass.
And the dunk by Nogueira.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. The Wizards shooting not great, 40% for the game. Frazier kicks to Scott. It's Beal on the wing, guarded by Wright. Outside Porter. Beal from long range. It's not going to go for him. Now Toronto takes it the other way. DeRozan passes to Nogueira. No good on that one. Nice D from Porter. Frazier outside. He dishes it to Mahimi. It's Beal on the wing. Offline with his 3.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yep, trying to shoot himself back into this. Regain some confidence first.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And Washington has possession. The Raptors getting the bucket. On the wing, Porter. He's got 10. And again, Washington no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here is Frazier after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Got that one up quick. And that's 31 points for Bradley Beal.
It's amazing. No one can check him right now, but there's still work to do to cut into this lead.
Chalk up 2 there.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
Now here's Frazier. There's a screen. Back to Scott. Here's the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Scott's got 12 in the game.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
Beal, that's for 2. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Toronto's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Now here's Porter. Scott dishes to Beal. Frazier outside. Back to Beal. Wide open look. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Frazier's got 5 assists tonight.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And Nogueira, the 7-footer out of Brazil, very long, Steve, and athletic.
He is a leaper. That makes him a threat around the rim on both ends. But on the defensive end, he has to learn not to bite on those pump fakes.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the free throw drops for Nogueira. Washington making some changes. Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Satoransky subbed in for Bradley Beal. And Nogueira drops them both. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter. Frazier kicks to Oubre. The Wizards working the ball around now. And Frazier with the basket on the assist by Scott. Scott's got 4 assists in the game.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense. Oh, fellas, that was a vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Frazier kicks to Satoransky. Frazier outside. Expanding his range. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Miles. Here's Nogueira. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
And Satoransky kicks to Frazier. And there's the pass to Satoransky. The kick out to Frazier. Lets it go with a 3. Another miss by Frazier. Toronto's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And he comes up with the deuce.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Satoransky, guarded by Powell. Frazier against Wright. Fires from the line. Another miss by Frazier. Here's Siakam. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's on Kelly Oubre. For Toronto, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
shooting 2.
And the first one drops. So both teams making some changes here. And so he hits both. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for Toronto. He's looking to make history here today. Who knows how many points he'll end up with when it's all said and done. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
But man, we got to get down and get engaged at the other end. All right, be precise, send the ball to the screen, come across the screen, focus on the defensive end. Let's go.
Every year, Dwayne Casey asking for more precision on offense and more attention to detail on defense.
Yeah, carry out your assignments on both ends. Do the little things that ultimately make a big difference in the outcome of a game.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got Lowry. He's out there with Norman Powell. C.J. Miles is out there with Pirtle. And it's Siakam in at the 4 slot. Powell with the steal. Lowry, good. Lowry's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Raptors.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
And Sessions kicks to Satoransky. And there's the feed to Smith. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
Bad communication defensively. This is the last guy you want to leave open from there.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Well, his sophomore season at Utah, Jakob Poeltl led the Pac-12 in field goal percentage at over 68%. Once he developed his left hand, defenders couldn't do anything to stop him.
One shot.
And that one misses. And Steve Pirtle was a dominant low-post scorer in college. Can he replicate that, you think, in the NBA?
You know, I think it's going to be hard. Post offense is losing favor in this NBA. You love a big man with soft hands and the ability to finish around the basket, but he has to develop some kind of jump shot.
Shot clock at 5. Satoransky. Rebound by the Raptors.
You don't want your best shooter heaving up that shot.
No, not at all. Coach is not going to like that one.
Washington has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Mahimi. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
That's an excellent pass. On time, on target. Great teamwork. Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Wizards have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Satoransky, guarded by Powell. Nice ball movement by Washington. The offensive rebound. Here's Mahimi. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Sessions with it. Lowry picks him up. Smith, no luck. The Raptors have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And they pick up 2.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Sessions with it. Out to the right wing. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Mahimi. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Wizards shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Dishes to Smith. And Sessions kicks to Smith. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions.
And this is where we're going in the NBA right now. Stretch big.
Here's Siakam. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And Sessions kicks to Smith. Takes a 3. And it's Smith again missing. For Toronto, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
Washington's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Smith right side. Pass to Satoransky. Here's Oubre. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Siakam misses. For Washington, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Stolen by Miles. Here's Lowry. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Lowry's got 4 points this quarter.
As soon as Lowry sees some daylight in the mid-range, he'll pull up with no hesitation.
Passes to Satoransky. Here's Sessions. No good from outside. The Raptors shooting impressively throughout at 62%. And he slams it one-handed.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Smith, no luck.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Siakam misses. Washington shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Pass to Satoransky. Screen by Smith. Sessions against Lowry. Sessions passes to Smith. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. 6 points for Smith.
And you can see where they're attacking here in the fourth, strictly from the perimeter.
You know, plenty of teams, they try this strategy. Works when you're hot, but works against you when you're not.
Here's Sessions, following the score by Jakob Poeltl. Smith dishes to Sessions. Lowry brings the double. Tipped away. Poeltl with the steal. Here's Miles. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Mahimi, a screen on Lowry. Lowry against Sessions. And there's the foul. It goes on C.J. Miles. That is his first foul of the game. Tim Frazier's checked in for Sessions. The Raptors also with a sub. Van Vliet's checked in. Frazier kicks to Oubre. Smith the pass to Mahimi. 6 to shoot. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Satoransky. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Nogueira's checked in for Toronto. And the Raptors with the ball. Good on the shot.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Frazier kicks to Smith. Here's Satoransky, guarded by Powell. Here's Frazier. And another miss by Washington. The Raptors shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Count that one from Van Vliet.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
I like that they're trying to maximize the value of each possession, and you know their coach likes it.
Now here is Smith. The dish now to Oubre. Smith kicks to Satoransky. The Wizards working the ball around now to halt the run. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pull-up jumper. Rebounded by the Wizards. A second chance effort. And Nogueira with the lay-in. Good. Nogueira's got 12 points here in the second half.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Frazier right side. The pass to Satoransky. Smith wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit.
So it's the Wizards now after the Raptors pick up 2. Pass to Satoransky. Screen by Smith. Out to the right wing. Here's Frazier. They get it back. That's tipped. And here's Miles. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Now here's Oubre. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Oubre's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for Washington. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Pirtle showing a little speed and some handles on that drive.
Washington shooting a pedestrian 36% in the 4th quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Smith outside. Frazier dishes to Oubre. And again, Washington with the triple.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from 3-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on its heels.
Here is Frazier, following the score by Jakob Poeltl. It's deflected. Here is Miles. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That'll be his second foul of the game. Wizards making a switch here. Scott's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. The Wizards shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Frazier kicks to Scott. Nogueira comes with the double team.
Jump on. Cool it. You 2 players.
And here are the Raptors now. Toronto shooting a superb 63% from the field. And right, here we go. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Especially at that kind of height disadvantage. You're looking to score the ball or at least draw the foul.
Now, here's Oubre. Mahinmi with the screen for Oubre. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And Toronto making a change here.
One shot, find the lanes.
Free throw, good, Oubre. Now, here's Miles. Not a lot of room. In for his 7th make in 13 tries.
couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
To the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Baseline jumper. And again, it's Toronto converting. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Raptors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DeMar DeRozan.
You know what stood out to me was the anticipation defensively. He sensed what the offense wanted to run, then found ways to disrupt that and cause turnovers.
And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. Frazier the pass to Satoransky. Knocked loose. Powell with the steal. A solo fast break. And the dunk by Powell.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
They better have some extra goodies on that plane, because after this blowout, they deserve to be rewarded.
Passes it to Satoransky. He feeds it to Mahimi. Drops in the layup for two.
And you have to like the location of this pass. Gives it to him where he can do something with it.
And the Raptors call time here. What do you think, guys?
You know, I'm not sure why you call a timeout this late. I mean, the game is more or less over.
I'm not questioning that either, but he clearly hasn't given up on this one quite yet.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. .26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Siakam. They get it back. Nogueira with the bucket.
No one rotating over to help on the mismatch. Easy lay-in.
Frazier kicks to Scott. Here's Satoransky, guarded by Powell. Back to Scott. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Mike Scott taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
The first free throw is good. That one misses. That's a 2 from Powell. Off target. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, we know this team has offensive options, but it looks like there's great confidence defensively now.
Yeah, we have to be. That's what we got to do. If we play defense, we know we can score the basketball whenever we want. We just got to get stopped.
Very impressive, DeMar. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.